make some sandwiches for my family. There's 4 of us in our family, so I've got the plates and I'm just going to get the bread. Oh no. 1 piece of bread. That's not going to be enough for 4 people, is it? I'll have to think of something else for us to eat. Jesus' friends had a similar problem, didn't they? Everyone had been listening to Jesus for hours. They were so interested in what he had to say. And then all of a sudden it was evening and everybody was getting really hungry. The disciples hadn't brought any food with them. There were no shops nearby. The only food they seemed to have was what one young boy had brought, 2 fish and 5 bread rolls. For 5,000 people. That's not enough, is it? And it's a much bigger problem than I've got in my kitchen today. No wonder the friends wanted Jesus to send everyone away. But Jesus didn't need to do that, did he? What did he do? He took the fish and the bread and thanked God. It's always good to thank God when we have food, because he made everything, so all our food comes from him. And then Jesus shared the food round all the people. All of them. And we know there was enough to go round because there were still 12 basketfuls of leftovers afterwards. That's more than they had to start off with. What a wonderful thing for Jesus to do. What does it mean? Well, it shows he has amazing power. We've now seen Jesus do 2 really huge miracles. Things that no ordinary person can do. Miracles show Jesus' authority, his special power. Just like we saw his authority yesterday over sickness and sin, today we see the same authority over the world and everything in it. The only one to have that much authority over the world is God. Just like I said, he made everything. And so the miracles show us that Jesus is God. Jesus talked to his friends a bit about that in the next part of the story, didn't he? Because of the amazing things they'd seen him do, the disciples believed that he was the Christ. That's the special everlasting king that God had promised to send a long time before. And they were right. Do you remember the angels said the same thing to the shepherds on Monday? That the special baby to be born was the Christ. The disciples would be very excited about that because everyone they knew had been waiting for the Christ to come for such a long time. But then Jesus told them some things that were going to happen to him that they wouldn't have expected to happen to this special king they'd been waiting for. He said that he had to suffer many things, to be rejected, to be killed, and raised from death after 3 days. That's very confusing, and it was for the disciples too. Who would want to kill Jesus? Who could kill him with all that power? And why would God let that happen to his Christ? But actually, this is all part of God's plan to sort out the sin problem. We'll see more of that tomorrow.